Yo, what's up? What's up?
What it is?
This your man Bug Jones on the microphone on the ones and twos and the twos and fews. And before I pass it over to my co-host, we ask you to do this. We ask you to comment, like, and subscribe. And also click that notification bell so you continue to be in the loop when we drop a hot video like this. Now, with that being said, I'm going to pass it on to the players. Hit them up.
What it do? CSON, my familiar. This your boy, Boss Smith. Hey, y'all. Pull up a chair, man. We got some things to discuss, man, and good to have you here, as always. And last but not least, tell them who you are, man.
Mr. 507, Mr. 507. What's going on, y'all? All right. We're back again. All right, we had a good time tonight. This is called the U-turn. Make a U-turn so you don't burn. All right, so here we go again. Starting off with Bug Jones. Go ahead, sir.
All right, thank you for that, Mr. 507. Now I know that we do shows like this. We want to make you laugh, but on this show here, we don't even want to make you laugh. We want to make you think. But for this particular show with the U-turn, we want to inspire you. You know what I'm saying? Because we can't always, talk about the stuff that's good without talking about the stuff that's bad. You know what I'm saying? You got to have a balance in life. You know what I'm saying? So that's what the U-turn is all about. Now, when I think about the U-turn, you can go all the way to the left, but sometimes you got to make a U-turn to make things right. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, you do.
So my name is Sam, not Sophia Petrillo, but just like Sophia Petrillo, I got to tell you a story. So picture it. The year is 2002. Now, for me in particular, everything was going good for me in that year until May 28th of that same year. Unfortunately, I ended up had a car accident. I had a car accident, and it was to the point that till this day, all these years later, that I don't even remember how that accident even occurred. It's just like a part of my life that I can't get back. It's just gone forever. And that week, not only I lost a car, but I also lost a job, all in the same week. And things went from bad to worse for me on a personal note, you know what I mean? And, going to these temp jobs, and, temp jobs is okay, but, you're looking for something with benefits, you know what I mean? And I was going through that phase, and I was drawing my unemployment, and I was drawing it. And then one day, my unemployment just ran out. I got a letter saying that my unemployment was denied because, I was looking for a job, which I was looking for a job. But, back then, there was some different rules, that they think I didn't abide to or whatnot. That's why my unemployment got cut off. But anyway, fast forward and everything, I appealed that decision and everything, and I waited for a while. And then the lowest point of my life was that I asked my mama for $20. I asked my mama for $20, and she said, "Well, baby, I don't have it right now, but if you could check back with me a little bit later on this afternoon, maybe I have something for you." $20, and I got bills in my house, and I ain't got no money coming in. I started to get down on myself, get depressed, and everything. But one thing about it is that you can lose a car. In my case, I lost a car, I lost a job, but one thing I never lost is my faith. I never lost my faith, and I never lost my hope. And then I get a letter from the not temp agency, from the unemployment commission, and get this, y'all. Everything that I wanted, I asked for $20. I opened up that mail, and I opened up that letter, and tell me why did they reimburse my unemployment? Not only reimbursement, but gave me back pay. Wow. So they gave me double for my trouble. So I asked for $20, and God exceeded it times 2. That's when things started to take a U-turn for me. Mm-hmm. And then another time when it took a U-turn for me is I was driving to my job, the job that I got, and I got pulled over by the popo, whoop, whoop, and all that kind of stuff. Got pulled over by them, and I admit I was driving kind of fast, but hell, I was trying to get to work. But he could have gave me a warning, but how that goes. But it is what it is, and it was what it was. But anyway. fast forward, weeks later, I got an incentive check from my job at the time because I used to work at a cable company, and tell me why that check was almost the same amount as that ticket, and on top of that, it also was the exact same day that I got the ticket. It was on December the 10th. That check was written out on December the 10th.
Wow.
So what that tell you? So God had me on His mind, and He told me in my mind that the next time if you go somewhere, to do a job, glorify me, give me the glory, because there's always glory at the end of the story. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
and
indeed.
ever since then, I put Him first. Everything started to take a U-turn for me. But there's more I can say about that. But I'm gonna pass it on to the players and ask them, what part of their life did they have that pivotal moment in their life when their life just started to go down, and then life started to take a U-turn.
Well, it's constant sunshine and it's constant rain. Sometimes it seems like more rain than sunshine nowadays. I know there's a lot of y'all that can probably relate to that. But you just got to stick around for all of it. In this book of our lives. One of the examples that I can think of, I'll divulge and stuff, man. I've been a letter carrier, and those have good days and bad days, never a dull moment. But one of those days, I was finding something to eat, and went to this Chinese place that I always frequented. And the folks they're real friendly and hook things up and reasonably priced. The meal was I believe I got the meal for like under $10, and I remember giving them 10, which is like the meal including tip, and what I thought was a 10. Anyway, I went in to finish my wrap, and I looked in and stuff, and the 10 that I thought I gave him was still in my wallet. The other thing I had was a 20. And so I'm like, man, I just gave him that 20, and I thought about making the subject, making a U-turn right there. To tell the man there's been a mistake. But something told me, no, these are some good folks. It was a real small hole in the wall place, and I was like, you know what, give that to them. Let that be a blessing to them. Even though bills were piling up and all that for me. But yes, you're not. I decided to do that, and I decided to let it go. I didn't worry about it no more, and just riding on faith. That same weekend, me and the loved one went upstate went to the casino, and that $20 that I gave them, I wasn't worried about that no more after making that trip, because the 20 that I lost once I left that place, headed back home, turned into 200. So literally, the thing of whatever you get it back tenfold. Yeah, last I checked, 20 times 10. Yeah, that's 200. But little things like that, and just like he said, it's all about faith at the end of the day. And it's hard to keep, man, but it's so wonderful to have, especially when the results come in. What about you, Brother 507?
Well, I got a couple of them.
Okay.
First one, we talked about this before on the show. The day I walked into the bank and needed gas money, it was on a nickel on my account.
Oh, God.
25 cents in my account. I was on the other side of town. I went to the bank and asked for $25. Dude said, all you got in your account is a nickel. I remember how low I felt. Low. Damn. All I had in my pocket was $4. The nickel damn sure wasn't going to help me on the gas.
Yeah.
Damn. I thought I had grabbed a stash, a couple of 20s in it. It was just some ones. Imagine going to the bank and somebody telling you got in your account was a nickel. That's all I had in there, right?
Wow.
So, like I said, listen to the earlier podcast, call a friend, help me out, or whatever. I started thinking right then and there, damn, you gotta do better than this. You weren't watching your bank account, which I didn't really keep money in the bank back then. I still don't trust banks, but. So, there've been some turning points before. At one point, hey man, my car gonna get repoed, you know? And quit my job, just walked out. That's how it was back then. Had a little money put up, spending, paying bills, bullshitting around trying to find a job. And one night about 5 o'clock in the morning, I heard a noise. Jumped up out of my bed, almost hit the ceiling. Come to find out it was a damn dumpster truck down the street getting the garbage can. I thought it was a repo man coming to get my ride. No. So, I jumped out of the bed. I almost hit the ceiling, man. I said, damn! If nobody was just the garbage man down the street getting the dumpster.
Mm-hmm.
But then over that month, I found a job.
Mm-hmm.
Found a job, man, and was able to get my hands on the money, paid the car note, but it was good.
Mm-hmm.
I started thinking to myself, you know what? You guys should do better than this.
Yeah.
There was another incident. I went to the bank again. This time, I went to get $25. I only had $2 in the bank. She's like, God damn. I was angry. I remember I had an apple pie I was eating. McDonald's had a cheeseburger, apple pies, and fries. So I'm driving down the street, I was pissed off. I started throwing my food out of the car. I was so goddamn, that's how mad I was.
You have a history of doing that, man, but that's another story.
So I was angry. I'm driving down the street, man, just throwing stuff. And y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all like this. I think that apple pie hit a woman in the face. I think it did. I was driving down the street, I threw it, and I knew it wasn't somebody else's car. I said, oh shit. Yeah. I kept driving. I even ran a red light, man. I kept going, you know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Yeah.
You had your falling down moment, huh?
Yeah, I
That
did.
Michael Douglas movie.
Yeah, I
Wow.
did.
Yeah.
You know, and you know, turning points, man, I can keep going on and on about this, man. I mean, you know, turning points, I've been in relationships that didn't work.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's it, you know, you got to be careful. I learned not to let that get to you because, hey, half the time I approach you, we don't have no, and that's not on, it's not on the level. You're not on the same level.
Mm-hmm.
Wasted time. Okay, keep moving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was turning point for me about that relationship. I'm not going to let nothing get me down no more if it don't work.
Right.
I'll get over it. I will get over it.
Right on.
Okay?
Mm.
You know, people in general,
Yeah.
you can't let, you just have to be who you are and do what you want to do.
Mm-hmm.
Turning points, man, you worry about what people are saying about you, this and that, this. You'll never get anywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'll never go nowhere, man, because you always become concerned about, well, if I do this, what, man, the hell with them.
Yeah.
You see, the gold man right here. See this guy right here standing right there? See, this is what they call an award. See, if you don't better yourself, you can't award yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm gonna say that again. If you can't better yourself,
Yeah.
you can't award yourself.
Mm-hmm.
The man right here, this gold dude right here, well, see, I put this on the show for a reason. A lot of times we have to get to this status.
Yeah.
See, when you watch the Grammys, the Grammy of the year goes to the people who put in work to get to where they're at.
Mm-hmm.
They had to start somewhere and
Yeah.
tell them what they went through to get this.
Right.
So we're gonna put this on the show right there. Because all three of us have been talking about doing this podcast for I don't know how long.
Mm-hmm.
And here we are finally doing it. We just starting.
Yeah.
We just beginning.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, there's some things we still learning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
right
and this,
now,
and this Oscar, by the way, it's no real an Oscar than Oscar the Grouch, but still
Yeah.
something to look toward.
it's a symbol.
Already.
Yeah.
It's a symbol representing awards
Mm-hmm.
and winning at the same time.
Yeah.
Because like I said, man, we are sitting here right now doing it.
Right.
You know, we can talk about what we went through and everything. My U-turn, man, was just, I mean, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I was in a relationship with a woman I probably shouldn't have been with. She been around the block a couple of times. What I mean by that, she been married before,
Okay.
had a couple of kids.
Mm-hmm.
Probably, I might have more, but we was a sexual thing at first. That's all it was. Oh, man, it was good, too.
So that was a connection right there.
Yeah.
Oh, man, that's what she told me we were having sex. We got a connection.
Yeah.
Got a connection, though? How was he doing? Yeah. I remember her.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, we got one.
How you forget, no?
Yeah, I mean, shit.
Mm-hmm.
Got a connection. Huh? Yeah, so anyway. So that's what happened. So we were on and off, back and forth. You know what I'm saying? Back and forth. And I said that was one of the worst ones I've ever been with.
Mm-hmm.
That was a U-turn right there. I would never, ever, ever mess with somebody who doesn't know. Now, when I say love, I don't mean stuck up or bougie. I mean, not on the same level as where you trying to go and where you at now. She was way out there. Like I said, it was a sexual thing.
Yeah.
Try to bring it in close. And I know I shouldn't have did it. People get you like that, man. Them U-turns is very serious.
Yeah.
Yeah, U-turns, yeah.
Yeah, it depends on what place you are in life, as far as, you know, whether or not you're going to fall for that. But I'm glad that you brought that up because in the beginning, you know, all our examples were monetary U-turns that we had to make. And you gave the example and stuff, and that's the point we're trying to make too, that there is more than one kind of U-turn. There's monetary U-turns, self-esteem U-turns, relationship U-turns.
Yeah, right.
It just depends on what phase you are in life. Right?
Oh, one more thing.
Go ahead, bro.
I've been fired off jobs. Yeah, I got called one day and said don't come back to work. Yeah, a long time ago, back in 07, I was working on a temp job and I wasn't feeling good that day. And I kept dozing out, falling asleep. Should have took my ass to work and I went anyway. The dude said, "Hey man, you okay, dude? What's going on here? Hey, you all right?" Yeah. So anyway, man, I was sitting there, man. It was doing fiber wire and that kind of bullshit. I had some scissors in my hand, right? Scissors was like this. They said this is what they said. I was holding the scissors like this, and they said I kept dozing out doing this, and I made the supervisor nervous. And they woke me up. So the next day, I had to be at work at 3 o'clock, right?
Right.
I got a call at 9:04 a.m. 9:04 a.m.
Wow.
Answer the phone. Hello. Hello. Oh, hey, how you doing? Yeah, you said my name. Hey, what's going on here? Well, I was calling to let you know here. Your assignment's been canceled. You don't have to come back. Well, because of what happened last night, you made Dad very nervous, and he said you didn't listen to instructions. You didn't listen to what he was saying. You kept ignoring him, and he tried to tell you something. You kept ignoring him, and well, you just made him nervous. And you had the scissors in your hand. You fell asleep, and the scissors. The doctor understands this how this lady was talking.
And you're black and all that.
Yeah. Called and woke me up, man, and told me to bring your ass back up there.
Wow.
Yeah.
I said, okay, fine. Next week, I got another job. I stayed in that job for a year and a half.
Wow.
Yeah, I have my share of jobs, man. I mean, hey, man, whatever. But we ain't going to get into that.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, yes, okay, yeah. But a lot of times you have to find something you're good at, what your knack is. Y'all can, it's what you go through, man. But, certain things supposed to get you better, get you sharper. They're supposed to.
Yeah.
But I have my shares of U-turns. I have, man. Just life, really in general. I really believe you have to soldier up. I really believe that. I believe that. Some folks they keep doing the same dumb shit, so I keep getting the same results. Like I said, man, I'm looking at the gold man right here, and Robbie, you even have this. Boss been having this thing for years.
Yeah, since at least 2015.
I was like, what? Okay, I was looked at it. But tonight, I said, let's put this thing out here.
Yeah.
Let's put it out here. Let's let the man show out. Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm gonna tell you, this is a perfect symbol of this topic because for starters, when you think about, a U-turn, you're basically thinking about driving. You know what I'm saying? Thank God, we blessed to have a GPS in our cars or on our phones or whatever the case might be. But what the GPS don't tell you is that, it'll tell you your destination, but it don't tell you about the roadblocks and the construction along the way. You know what I'm saying? It don't tell you all of that. It just tell you to get you from point A to point B. But sometimes it's good to know that it also lets you know about the road, not only roadblocks, but also the speed traps and also traffic.
Yes.
So therefore, you have a choice and you have the option to make a U-turn. You know what I'm saying? You can make a U-turn, not only just in driving, but also make a U-turn in your life. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Because the prodigal son himself had to make a U-turn because he had to leave himself to come back to himself. Because a lot of people, forget who they really are because they turn their nose because they make a couple of dollars or whatever the case might be. They turn their nose to their friends, their family, their co-workers, their associates, all of that. But sometimes, it takes a situation for them to come back down to themselves and come back down to earth. Because at the end of the day, we just human beings just like everybody else. And at the end of the day, you have to ask yourself a question. I know you mentioned about relationships, but also, what is your relationship with God right now? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
What is your relationship? Nobody don't know that but you. Nobody don't know that but you. And then you got to ask yourself a question, a real serious question. Have you tried it your way enough? Why don't you try it God's way? And I guarantee you try God's way is way better than what you ever thought or believed. Because at the end of the day, his way is always the best anyway. And then, we all had our cautionary tales about relationships and stuff like that, the relationships that we was in. And let me share, because I care to share, because I share the care on this. I was in a relationship with somebody that it started off nice. It's just like that candy,
like all of them do.
It started off sweet,
Like
it
all
ended
of
up
them.
sour.
Yeah.
Like what they made, sugar and spice and everything nice.
Already.
Right.
Just like you take a piece of some double mint gum. You start chewing it, everything tastes all good and stuff like that. But as time goes on, that taste start to change from being sweet to being bitter. Now you have one or two choices. You're gonna keep chewing on this bitter ass gum, or you're gonna swallow it whole, or throw the thing away and then get you another piece. That's what it comes down to when it comes to relationships and all that. But everybody has a pivotal moment in their lives. Everybody hits a crossroads. No matter what that crossroads is, that you just have to make a U-turn, because at the end of the day, you wanna, no matter how far left you are, you can always turn right to make it right.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line of it, man. Shoot, and it's all about changing. The chance to change trajectory. As long as you wake up in the morning, you always have a chance to change that, to make that U-turn like we're talking about. If you see the thing, it takes concentration. If you see yourself headed toward, excuse my French, y'all, a gigantic hill made out of turd, then you're gonna know, I need to turn around.
Mm-hmm.
I need to turn around and go in a whole nother direction.
Mm-hmm.
Just giving that example, man. And also the key thing is, like what he was using with the gum. The bottom line is this, man. Life ain't always sweet, but don't always come to it in return bitter.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's probably showing you something if you take the time to pay attention.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Always and stuff. There's always a lesson in every single thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's like what he was saying, and what he was saying as far as bad relationships. We've all been in them and stuff. And bitterness will be that bee or that ninja and stuff wasting my time.
Mm-hmm.
The U-turn in that is finally coming to a point, count to 10 and saying, but what lesson did I learn from it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's all about learned lessons.
That's right, man.
If you learn a lesson, then you're going to move different.
That's right.
You're going to take a different path. You're going to go down to different trajectory. You're going to go down to different highway. You're going to take a path to the winning thing, to the finish line.
Uh-huh.
Like we all want to do.
Yeah.
Right on.
And
Yeah.
shoot, as long as you wake up, just like I said,
Yeah.
there's that hope for you.
Mm-hmm.
Always.
Yeah.
Like that squirrel it's like that cat chasing that squirrel. See, the squirrel got to figure a way to get up that tree and get them nuts, while that cat trying to eat him alive.
Mm-hmm.
See, your U-turn, the squirrel's U-turn is, okay, I got to get away from this cat.
Yeah.
I got to get my nuts.
Mm-hmm.
I got to get my nut. I got to get my nut because the cat is chasing me. So how do I get that cat off me? You know what I'm saying?
Get that cat off my nuts.
There you go, man. So this is the same thing what I'm trying to, as we talk.
Yeah.
Look, U-turns, man, sometimes we have to go back to where we started.
Right.
We get off track sometimes who we are.
Mm-hmm.
It's like when you see on the Indy 500, man, when they put over to the pit stop to change the tires.
Yeah.
Sometimes what we have to do. But sometimes, man, we make the mistake is we stay in that pit stop too damn long.
Mm-hmm.
We're watching all of the cars just steady going. That's the world. That's the world right there.
Mm-hmm.
The world not gonna stop for you.
That, my friends, is called depression.
Right.
Exactly.
You got to get out of that hole, y'all.
Let me tell you
That's
something.
like what we was talking about in the manhole. It's
Mhm.
easy to wind up in that hole, man, and not be able to see a way out.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna tell y'all something, man. People can put you there.
Mm-hmm.
People can put you in that depression stage
Yeah.
because they don't give a fuck.
Mm-hmm.
And it's up to you to say, you know what? You gotta learn how to be strong enough and be tough enough and be raw enough and uncut enough to say, hey, look, You know what happens to when you get depressed? You start losing sight of yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You might be a dude who used to, or a person, excuse me. You might be somebody, man, you used to like to take walks. Now you don't take walks no more.
Mm-hmm.
What do you do now? You sit around and eat all day.
Yeah.
You might be somebody who love to take baths 3 times a day. Now you don't take no baths at all.
Mm-hmm.
Ew.
Yeah.
Somebody walk past you, smell like a pickle jar.
Yeah. Or Pepe Le Pew.
Yeah,
Pepper
yeah.
the Pew, Pepper the Pew.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man.
Mhm.
You just
Yeah.
U-turns are very important. You have to get back to who you are.
Right.
That's what we're talking about tonight.
Mm-hmm.
U-turns, man. It happens
Yeah.
to us. You pull over that pit stop, man. Oh, I still ain't changed my tires yet.
Mm-hmm.
And then you realize I need to get back in the race.
Yeah.
But the cars are still,
Mm-hmm.
before you pull over, man, you was number one.
Yeah.
Mhm.
What happened?
Right.
And it takes 3 things, man. It takes realization, humility, and action.
Yes.
Exactly.
See, people come and go, man.
Yeah.
They come and go. They're like cars on the highway.
Mm-hmm.
If you ever stop by just to sit somewhere, man, watching the cars,
Yeah.
they get
Mm-hmm.
people are just like that.
Yeah.
And sometimes, man, you might be in the park and the trees that's there, man, and the benches and all that. You might leave, come back a month from now, the benches and trees still gonna be there.
Mm-hmm.
To me, that represents the people, the important people in your life,
Yeah.
like the family and friends. You can call them friends, family too.
Yeah.
And the ones that's been dedicated, got your back, you know you can call them any minute.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they represent.
Anytime.
Anytime you go to that park, them trees, benches still gonna be there.
Mm-hmm.
But the other cars on the highway, you sit back looking at,
Yeah.
it's like most people that come in your life, they're coming and going.
You come and go.
Yeah.
Now, let me go ahead and put the paint where it ain't, because where the Lysol at? Because this about to stink up in here. Because here's the thing. It doesn't matter what your yellow sheet is. You know, if you're a convicted felon, I mean, you know, you can always make a U-turn and make things right.
Yep.
But in this case, there's somebody who's a convicted felon, and you know, you can be anything you want to be. Hell, you can be POTUS. You can be president of the United States. Shoot, we already saw the example of that. We don't need to even go there with that because
You got money.
that it is what it is.
Yeah.
And let me say this while I'm on the subject. Just because you white doesn't make you qualified. Let me just go and put it out there like that. But anyway, getting back to the U-turn, it doesn't matter where you came from. It doesn't matter how you start in life. It ain't about the start. It's about how you finish. I mean, look at since this is MLK weekend. You think about all those people that came before us that made a difference in our lives. That even though they're gone, we are reaping the benefits from for what they've done. And I mean, think about Malcolm X. That's the very first person I think about. Malcolm X. Of all the stuff that he did when he was Malcolm Little. And then he got himself together. He converted to Islam, and you know everybody knows what Malcolm X became to be. But at the end of the day, you know he made a U-turn because he decided that what he was doing just not working anymore. And sometimes you have to just come to the realization that you know
It's over.
it's over. It's a wrap. I mean, you know. Have you tried it your way enough? Look where it got you. Because I'm gonna tell you, if you keep doing what you've been doing, you're gonna get what you always got, which is nothing. So you know you have no other choice but to turn around and make it right.
I think when a lot of people sometimes they scare the next level, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're so used to this, and we know it's over, but why we still holding on to it?
Mm-hmm.
No, it's kind of like, man. Hey, I'll tell you like this. It's like these dudes you see with what I call it the ball braids. You know what I mean is your hairline is way back here, but you got braids hanging down here.
Yeah.
Just let it go.
Predator Hulk Hogan, huh?
Yeah.
Let it go, man. Just let it go. Let it go.
Uh-huh.
I mean, and that's ridiculous. I think that is crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, your hairline is way back here.
Uh-huh.
And your
I'm
brain.
a real African American.
I don't know what. Well, just saying, man. You know, it's things we have to let go of, man. To move on to the next level, and maybe that next level could be something that's good for us.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
That's the point, man. We hold on to things that.
Yeah.
It's kind of like we're so used to being hurt.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I saw a Western man with his dude. He got shot. Yeah, he with an arrow. And the dude said, I gotta take it out of her. He said, no, don't do it. Because he was because the pain, he was scared what happened if they would took the arrow out of him.
Yeah.
Right.
So he said, I get this arrow out. So when he took the arrow out, yeah, he screamed and yelled, but he got back to civilization and being safe or whatever. It was an old Western,
Mm-hmm.
A lot of times, man, that's what's wrong with us, man. We carry too much pain in our systems.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, man, you have to let it go, man. I mean, to keep it real, 100, 1,000, or whatever you want to say, I've been through that.
Yeah.
Sometimes you reminisce about things in the past that, hey, what was your fun point in your life?
Mm-hmm.
You think about that, think about looking now, you keep going. You can never go back to your past.
Yeah.
Some people try to repeat it, go back, do something,
Mm-hmm.
go back and this. But I just think you should move on.
Yeah.
If you try to repeat something, man, you might not be able to. You got away from it that time.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like one time I had an ex call me up. It was one of those calls one night, one morning. What you doing? Come over and see me. And man, I got turned on right there just talking to her.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I broke up with her because went over and I had sex with her. As soon as I got through with her, I left. Oh, she was upset. Oh, you gonna leave me laying here? I said, well, I gotta go. Oh, you ain't right. So anyway, so I left.
Mm-hmm.
And it got heated. So I think, damn. Started thinking, man, 2 weeks. Hope she don't call me talking about she's.
Yeah, hope you
Mm-hmm.
leave a seat here.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I started getting nervous. I said, oh, man.
Mm-hmm.
I did that. It went through. Couldn't find out. Guess what happened, though?
Yeah.
What's up?
Another dude she ended up being with, he got her pregnant.
Mm.
U-turn.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
You
U-turn.
almost wasn't able to make it, bro.
Mm-hmm.
See, U-turns is, man, look, man. That's why I say still don't think about, man, being chill. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of stuff I can talk about, but what's important is like when Buck Jones was talking about U-turns, yeah, you gotta listen to what the man upstairs. You gotta pray about it.
Yeah.
Pray about it, man. Pray about it. Talk about it, man. And just let it out. Give it up to him.
Mm-hmm.
You'll be all right.
Yeah.
Some people we don't need, man.
Mm-hmm.
We think we need them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We think I say you're dreaming.
It's because
Yeah.
of what we used to.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. And you know what them people are called? They called enablers.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? They always want to just root you on and cheer you on, when something's in it for them. But when the shoe is on the other foot and you need some help and everything like that, then they know where to be found.
Yeah.
So that's why, you got people like that in your life, that's the time to make a U-turn.
Yes.
Because it's not an I turn, it's not a we turn, it's not a me turn, it's a you turn, because it's about you. You have dominion of choice. You have the right, and you have the right to walk away. Sometimes it's best to walk away, because at the end of the day, like I said, have you tried it your way enough? You see what it got you. You see that you keep walking and keep talking and you keep doing this and keep doing that, and the end result is still the same. You know what the meaning of insanity is? Is keep doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. Sometimes you just have to know. You got to know when to hold them. You got to know when to fold them. You got to it's a Yo MTV rap. You just have to move on and move strong, because every L is not a loss, but a lesson.
Yeah. And it's about, just like that song said, try Jesus. Yeah, that's what he's saying. Yeah, try the Lord and stuff, man. Come with a sense of humility and understanding, and he'll bring forth the perfect timing for you to make that U-turn.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. When it comes down to it, man, you'll be able to make that U-turn without bitterness and without shame, and number one, man, without fear.
Yeah.
Because, constantly doing it your way, just like he said, what has it gotten you?
Yeah.
It's gotten you depressed. It's gotten you frustrated.
Mm-hmm.
It's gotten you just like a rock in a hard place, man. You somewhere located between nowhere and don't care.
Right.
That's right, man.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a bad place to be.
Yeah.
Yeah. U-turns. Topic on this show tonight. We can go a lot longer, but we don't got that much time left. But I'm telling anybody right now, if you are watching this show and you are in the mode where you don't feel who you are no more, you're not yourself, pray about it. At the same time, get out of that hole. Climb out of there. Do what makes you feel good. Be who you are. you know, live your life. Live your life and enjoy life.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Right.
don't worry about what nobody else is saying about you because they are talking because they can't do it. They're
Right.
jealous.
Mm-hmm.
They can't go no further than where they at right now.
Mm-hmm.
They got something to say about you. Don't matter.
Yeah.
You know, live life.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care who you are. I don't care if you are. Hey man, one thing about in this lifetime, you gotta be some point in life. You just gotta go out and just live.
Yeah.
You know.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Making mistakes. We all made our mistakes. You live, learn, and turn and move around. That's what life is all about. And before we get up out of here, we just want to say special prayers to everybody in California, particularly in LA, with the wildfires and all that stuff. Our prayers are with y'all and everything. So we just want to send special shout outs to y'all. And once again, shout out to the Vineyard, to the family, to God, and to my two co-hosts here for taking this ride with me. And with that being said, I'm passing on to the players for their final thoughts.
Oh yeah, man. Shoot. Final thoughts, man. Shoot. We've all had those times in life, man, where we needed to just straight up take a different trajectory, make that U-turn. Had the courage to make that U-turn, y'all. Not that it's an easy thing to do. To some folks, it's a hard thing to do, depending on what they're trying to U-turn from. But whatever it is, man, it is so worthwhile.
Let me see this.
And to the supporters in the Vineyard, one last thing and stuff. This award goes to one last entity, and that's you all right here. This is y'all. You're right here along with us.
All right.
That's right.
It's all family.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, Brother 507.
Mr. Gold says thank you. Mr. Gold says get your shit together. Mr. Gold says get your head out of your ass. I always remember U-turns, man. That Mr. Gold is always going to be there.
You turn, y'all. Skirt.